So, wing and a miss, True Catalyst PX review coming up.
What's going on, guys? Hockey Influencer here, YouTube sensation, sponsored by various companies. I'm here to tell you about the stick that I didn't buy. Hockey Influencer here, just picked up a stick at the general hockey store, did it on their ice, put it back, and I'm about to do a review on it. Hockey Influencer here, I just got this delivered to me, and I'm about to do a review on it despite not paying for it and the company providing it, and I clearly can't be honest. Hockey Influencer here. I work at an online hockey store, so of course I'm going to tell you this stick's amazing. Hockey Influencer here. I clearly only use one line of sticks and have nothing to compare it with, but I'm definitely going to say this is the best stick ever. Influencer here. I just picked this up at the store. I held it for a little bit, took a video. I can't actually shoot it because they gave it to me as a loan. I got to take it back, but I'm going to provide a review that apparently has no information. What's going on, guys? It's Hockey Influencer here, #1 YouTuber, and I'm doing the Catalyst PX review today. I did not purchase this stick. It was given to me, unfortunately, by True, and I'm going to be doing a full-on, truthful review with it for you today. So stick around. It's coming. Oh, wonder who that is. Hang on. Hey, man, you doing that review on the True stick? Yeah, I really need to make sure that you're not saying anything that you probably shouldn't be, eh? It's pretty important. We didn't give you this stick. You bought it, remember? Oh, sorry, man. I just wanted to give an honest review. I thought that's what you wanted from this stick. Do you not want me to review this stick properly, or you just want me to lie? You're not lying about anything. We're trying to sell some sticks here, so we can't have you talking bad about it, despite how you feel. Just a reminder that we did sponsor this video. Look, guys, I know you sponsored it, but you still want me to be honest about this? I guess I'll just do the best I can then. What's going on, guys? Hockey Influencer here. Just was gonna do a review on the PX. The stick's good. Okay, don't get all triggered. I don't want the influencer industry all over me saying that I'm throwing them under the bus or anything like that. I'm just having a little bit of fun here, guys. But look, at the end of the day, I buy all my own gear. I test it myself. I give honest reviews. That's the difference. I don't own an online hockey store. I'm not going to talk about the RizFlow tech in the blade and how that means anything to anything other than what the actual performance of the stick is. And look, I'm not the influencer type that's going to sit here and pick this up in a hockey store, take some shots on there shooting fake ice, film a review there, and pretend like it's the same as a game situation where I'm actually getting real world how this stick actually performs. I'm not going to sit here and bang a hockey puck on this and tell you how the blade performs. I'm going to go use the blade back to back games and tell you what it is about this stick that's good or bad. I am not going to get this stick given to me in a hype box as an influencer and then proceed to tell you that it's a great stick. I am going to tell you my game, actual in-person feelings on this stick, whether it's good or bad, and unfortunately the industry's going to have to take it and like it. And that's just how it's going to go, guys. So thank you. I appreciate the support. Just know that I'm honest. I buy my own gear. That's how this channel is going to roll, and that's how it's always going to roll. No sellout, I promise you that. So what's going on, guys? It's Justin, aka Boomer, Beer League Bum Hockey Reviews, and I'm here to talk about the Catalyst PX. I bought $399 Canadian, and I went out on the ice and played 5 games, and I'm going to give you the full-on review. Let's get into the game footage right now.
All right, guys, so True Catalyst game experience. Now, what I first noticed with this stick was the blade, and I will follow that up in the final remarks on the review, but it was a great snapshot stick, and as you can see, a quick little wrister there got the puck off right away. It was just a very odd feeling blade in terms of how clunky and wood-like it felt. So quick shots were excellent with the Catalyst. Most of my shots that were slappers were much weaker. This one, for example, was one of the best ones that I got a hold of, top corner. But usually with the Catalyst, I was kind of flubbing, if however you want to call that, for me, flubbing something. a snap or slap shot, but most of my snappers, like that one and this one coming up after a little fake, were really good. So like this stick really excels with wrist shots and snapshots, and the mid kick does really well. It comes off quick, and it actually has a pretty quick release for what you would call a mid kick stick. But for some reason, with the clunky-ish type blade and slap shots, it really is not a great stick for that. So I definitely don't recommend you going into this thinking, oh, it's a mid-kick stick, I'm going to have good slap shots. That's not the case at all with this stick. As well, because of its lightness and balance and great puck feel with the wood-like blade, is stick handling is amazing, and I deked a lot more with this stick as well. So you always know where the puck is. You know, on this 2-on-1, I just easily passed it across, scored right away, and it's all because I knew where the puck was. I did not have to look down. So top end, puck feel, great snappers and wrist shots, but if you're looking for a slap shot stick, like that one right there was not my best slap shot ever, and it just is what it is. But again, wrister, nice shot, comes off clean. So let's head back to the house. Let's run down the full review of how I felt about the Catalyst PX and give you everything that I felt.
All right, guys, so after the game footage and multiple games, the True PX left a very interesting impression on me. And the biggest thing that I noticed with the True Catalyst PX was the blade, as I mentioned, in those shots and on my stick handling. It was a very odd stick. So for me personally, I was not a huge fan of the blade. And the reason is it feels like chopped lumber wood. It has a very clicky, dulling sound to it. It's kind of weirdly trampoline-y, almost hollow feeling. It's very hard to explain, and I just am not a huge fan of that blade. Now, to add things to that is the P92. I wasn't a huge fan of that curve. Unfortunately, they only released at my hockey store the P92, or the TC2, I think it's called, from a True, or the Marner, I believe. Yeah, Marner. So I wasn't a huge fan of that, but that really wasn't the issue. It was the blade. So again, very weird. Very weird blade. Felt like wood. So great puck feel. So if you're the guy who likes the stick handle and needs to know where the puck is at any given time, the True Catalyst PX is probably your stick, because honestly, I knew where this was all the time. And you could just feel it because it had that real weird dampening wood feel to it. Very interesting blade. I'm not sure what True was trying to accomplish with that. With new composite sticks these days, that's not usually the feel that you get. So that was the first thing that I noticed. The second thing that I noticed that I did really like about the True PX was, of course, the shaft grip. Now, lately I've been picking up sticks like the Warrior LX that has absolutely no grip, and in my review I talked about it and how much I hated the no grip and I have to wax the stick just to keep it going. The True, everybody needs to take a page out of their book here, because the True grip on this is absolutely amazing. I loved it. I love how much grip there is here on this stick. It feels great in the palms. It doesn't slip at all. I wish that I loved this stick more, because I would have put the good old lizard skin on there from the Grip Wars video if you guys had seen that. But it definitely is not going to be my gamer, but I definitely love the grip, and it'll be a really good backup. Now, where does this stick fit in the tier list? And unfortunately, despite its $399 price tag Canadian, it's not in the top tiers in terms of shooting. The LX Pro, the Trigger 6 Pro, the FT4 Pro, and the AS4 Pro all shoot better than this stick. Not by wide margins on some of them, say for example the Nexus Geo, but for the lightness of the stick and a mid-kick stick, it does not sit in the top tier of shot power. Now, in terms of accuracy as well, I felt that the blade contributed a lot to pucks flying all over the place. I could not hit the net for the life of me, and probably if I was using an LX Pro or an FT4 Pro, I would have had far more goals in those games, despite actually racking up a fair number of points. So accuracy, not the best, and it's probably because of the weird wood-feeling blade. I'm just not used to that. Now, let's talk mid-kick. This is one of the few sticks, much like the Catalyst 9X, where a mid-kick stick is not tailored for slap shots. I said this about the Catalyst 9X, and it does not bring the power that an FT4 brings. the AS4 Pro, the Nexus Geo, and the LX despite being mid-kick. The interesting thing about this stick, like the Catalyst 9X, is it is very good on wrist shots and quick snapshots. It holds just as much power with those shots as it does with a full slapper. I stopped slapshotting with this stick in the games that I played because all I had to do was do a quick, nice little snapshot or wrister, and it was basically just as hard. When I was taking slap shots with this in warm-up and through the game, I was massively underwhelmed, and that was my big opinion and disappointment with the Catalyst 9X as well. I am not sure how they are going to fix that with the Catalyst, but I'm hoping that they do with the new Hazardous line PX that's coming out sometime mid in 2022. Unfortunately, that's just the way this stick goes, and I'm guessing it's just part of the Catalyst family. The mid-kick just probably does not have a fast enough recoil. It probably stores the energy when it bends. You get a nice bend, but the recoil when you're actually shooting comes back, and it's not strong enough on a full slap shot in the mid-kick range. But I gotta say, it's great for snappers and wristers. If that's the type of guy you are and you love stick handling with a nice feeling blade, the True Catalyst definitely brings it there. So that's where you'll want to be. Now, of course, the biggest downfall of this stick moving forward is going to be that it's $399 when you can get more or less better performance for less money, albeit $50, $60 depending on what you're buying, FT4 Pro, LX Pro, etc. Or even a lower tier stick, say just an FT4 non-pro, or the True Catalyst, of course, very similar, just doesn't have the weight advantage that this does. So overall, the feel and balance of this stick from a lightness perspective and stick handling and the wood style blade is actually really nice, and it's great for that stick handler. It's just not my style with shooting. So where I'm ranking this, you'll see on the upcoming ranks and reviews of my tier list and how this is. Shot power in that 3-ish range, feel, balance, etc. in that 4-ish range. Release, a couple of those shots were great. It had really nice release because of the snap and wristers, so a 4 there. And then I did beat the crap out of this stick, guys, because I test everything 100%, and that's what I do. And it's just holding up really well. So you're talking 5 games, massive shots in warm-up and all that. It's definitely more than the Catalyst 9X in terms of durability, which I blew up very quickly. So overall, guys, you'll see the stick rankings coming up. Hope you enjoyed the video and look forward to the next one and tons of gear in 2022. Stick around. We'll see you then.
If you stuck around this long, guys, you probably should because you'll see my Boomers tier ratings. But the True Catalyst is sitting at about a 14.5 out of 20 and sitting mid-tier in the list. It just unfortunately does not top the Trigger, the AS4, the Geo, the FT4, or the LX Pro.